So if we want to kind of write down the steps so that you know how to do a graphing problem, okay, let's talk about what we did in this problem. The first thing we do always is write the ratio. We've got to identify what we're comparing in order to solve problems. The second thing you need to do is create your ratio table. Ratio table, okay? Means you had to create your table and fill in the information, all right? So then also solve. So that's what we did here. We solved for the answers that it asked, okay, filled out the table. So solve, fill in the table. And once we filled in our table, our next step was to label our axes and write our points. So then we had to label the axes, label axes and list points. So we labeled our axes, took care of those, and written out our points, and then the last step was to graph those points. So if at any time you get stuck, go back to, okay, what steps did we do together with Miss Wesley? So let's look at the second problem for another example. Take our steps with us to page 10. All right, so here it's talking about Sheila making fruit punch for a party, okay? And then she's using 4 parts orange juice to 5 parts apple juice. So we're comparing orange juice to apple juice, and the ratio is 4 to 5. So the first thing I do is just write down what I know. If she has 20 ounces of orange juice, how many ounces of apple juice will she need? So I'm going to so step 1, write the ratio, did that. Step 2, create the ratio table. So again, I'm comparing orange juice to apple juice, and it's 4 to 5, and it says that she has 20 ounces of orange juice. So what I'm trying to solve is how much apple juice. So I filled in my table, and now it tells me to solve. Well, 4 times what gives me 20? Times 5. So I'm going to do the same thing down here. What's 5 times 5? That is the answer of 25. So our answer is 25. But it's asking us to use the graph. So the next thing we need to do is label our axes and list our points. So let's do X, Y. So OJ is down here. AJ, which is apple juice, is over here. I'm going to go by 4s and 5s. So actually I'm going to go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I'm going to go by 2s. 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. And then for apple juice, I can do 5s. So I've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So I'm going to write down my points, X, Y, just like we said in our list. And I'm going to have my first point is going to be 4, 5, and my second point is going to be 20, 25. So now I graph them. So I've got 4, 5, and 20, 25. And if I use an actual straight edge to draw my line, okay, if I can do this neatly here. Now, you could also find out any other information. So let's say here's 22. What if it says she has, let's see, this point right here. Looks like a good point. So what if it was asking about this point? Well, this is 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34 of OJ. So how many would that be for the apple juice? Well, let's check over here. It'd be this line here. So we have 25, 30, 35, 40. So it'd be 34, 40. So you can find other information. What if it said if you had 12 cups of orange juice? Well, go up, it's a perfect point, look over, you would have 15 cups of apple juice. So that's how you use a graph to help you with ratio problems.